So we are now on day 9 of the Johnny Depp versus the Sun trial. This is actually week 2 as well. Also, it's looking like this trial is going to get another week. Originally, they were saying it was going to be wrapped up by week 3. I don't know if that's going to be the case because they're running pretty behind. I would say more likely this is going to be another week. So 4 weeks is what this is going to end up being. We'll see. Very important case because a lot of people have been following this, and it's, it would be nice to see somebody get some justice. It's nice seeing something like this actually go through the court system where usually you're just destroyed on Twitter, and that's that. It's nice to see maybe somebody actually getting some due process and some justice, and somebody that's making some radical claims get called out. So this has been a crazy week, a little bit of a recap here. Lots of bombshells. I swear you could turn this case into like an HBO Max miniseries, and I bet you somebody will turn this into an HBO Max or Netflix miniseries in time, because this has been a crazy week. People coming up and saying this one woman, Amber's ex-assistant, or it was her hairstylist, jumped up and said that she stole all of her stories and used them to claim fame. We had the Elon Musk stuff, several things. Elon Musk back in the news again today on trial. Apparently, he was making quite a few visits to the penthouse that Heard and Depp shared. It's getting pretty steamy. It does kind of sound like they had something going on while they were married. And I believe that entitles her to no money. She got $50 million from the divorce. I'm not sure how laws work out there in California, but from what I understand, if you're having that kind of an affair, that could be a little bit of a problem. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how that would work out, if he could go back and get any money back from that. I'm not sure. All I know is it's really piling up that she's a piece of trash and was just using Johnny to get fame. And she possibly has stolen a lot of the stories that she's claiming to rise up in the METOO movement, and so on and so on. But let's take a look at what happened today. I like to keep things on a day-by-day basis with this trial, and I am going to follow it because I'm pretty invested in it and pretty interested in it. Like I said, the drama coming out of this case has been absolutely crazy this week. So, and you know what? I originally, last week, I was kind of like, I'm not so sure how Johnny's going to do, because those last two of the 4 days he was on the stand were pretty brutal. And this week has all been in his favor. Now, next week, I would imagine we're going to see a lot of the Sun's evidence come out, whatever they claim to be evidence. So next week, it might be a crazy week. And then the 4th week, I'm not so sure, but I'm really anxious to hear what Amber has to say, what she claims and what she's going to use as evidence. This is going to be, it's going to be a crazy week next week, I think, because I'm pretty sure she's coming up to the stand real soon. So anyway, let's take a look at what these allegations are. Tesla founder Elon Musk regularly visited Amber Heard late at night at Johnny Depp's Los Angeles penthouse. It's been claimed. Now, this was also brought up by another person earlier in the week that talked about them hanging out a lot. This is yet more evidence of that. So according to a statement given today, Musk had his own fob to access the apartment. If you don't know what that is, it's like a key, but it's electronically used. So as you get closer to a door with that fob, it will open. A lot of people use them to start cars now, as kind of keys are being do away with and such, which I kind of hate, because keys are kind of nice because, well, if something happens to that fob. I've actually had get off the story a little quick. Like, I've had a fob before lose its battery, and I couldn't get into my vehicle, so I actually had to because I don't have a watch battery. They take those watch batteries, so I had to take a run to the store from somebody. I had to get a ride to go get a watch battery to start my car. Crazy stuff. But anyway, the statement said, from March 2015 onwards, Miss Heard was visited regularly, late at night, at around 11 p.m. to midnight by Mr. Elon Musk. For his initial visits, I would receive a call from Miss Heard, who would tell me to give Mr. Musk access to the garage for the building and then send him up to the penthouse. After he had made a few visits, Miss Heard provided Mr. Musk with his own garage remote and a fob to Mr. Depp's penthouse. I believe he visited Miss Heard a few times a week, and he would always visit when Mr. Depp was not at home. Well, that's pretty interesting. It's looking more and more likely that they for sure were a little wow, you know what I'm saying? Something going on there, and it looks like it was going on while she was married. I don't know how that's going to really play into things, but like I said, it's just more drama coming out of this case, which has been nonetheless very interesting, at least to me, and I think a lot of other people, because a lot of people seem to be really following this content. So let's take a look at some other stuff. And we have yet another security guard claiming Amber Heard spat and punched at Johnny Depp. There's now multiple witnesses that have made this claim, and it really looks bad for her. And I don't think anyone is shocked by this, because for months we've heard the tapes and we've seen the evidence. But it's nice to, day after day, person after person after person has come out and said that she's flying off the rails and off the hinges all the time. And I think it just adds up, and it's going to be hard to live this down. She's going to really have to bring out some evidence to show what's going on, like that she's telling the truth, because we've already had people say that she stole their stories and all this stuff. And I don't even think that they've played the tapes yet of her saying. That's what I'm excited about, was when they get her on the stand and ask her about those tapes. I cannot wait to hear her claims about how no one's going to believe Johnny and how she hit him and all that stuff in those tapes. It's going to be really good. Two more things that have come out today. We have Johnny Depp's neighbor, and to be fair, longtime friend. Apparently, this man has known Johnny Depp for 40 years. So this one's a little bit different because this is a longtime friend. I don't think a longtime friend is going to come out against you. However, it is illegal to lie in court, but people do it all the time. So this one, I have to say, take with a grain of salt, but it still lines up with everything else we've heard. So this is Johnny Depp's longtime friend, and he's come out and saying, hey, you know, the days and times that she's saying that this stuff happened, I didn't see any marks. I didn't see anything on her face. Talks about she came over, knocked on the door. He got to see her really up close, and he didn't see anything. There was nothing there. So, I mean, this adds up, and it's just more people lining up and saying the same things. Here's the thing about all these statements. I highly doubt Johnny Depp got everybody together and they all came up with the same stories. You know, I doubt there was a big, like, Johnny Depp meetup for the trial, and all of these people came out and, like, lined up stories. These are all people that they've just asked to come up and say these things, and they're all coming out with the same stories. This really does add up, and it really does make him more credible, at least in my opinion. You know, we still haven't seen what the Sun's going to bring to the table yet, but this has been a really good week for Johnny, except for this. This is one bad move right here. And you could see from the headline, it's not very good. Heard's friend tells UK court of pressure from lawyer for actor Depp. This isn't a good one. This is bad. I don't know how far this is going to go, but apparently she's claiming that Johnny's lawyer pressured her to be at the court today. This is kind of like a out of left field thing. They probably didn't expect this. I don't know how far this will go, but it's not, I don't know how it is in the UK, but it's illegal to do this. Now, I would imagine she's going to have to provide receipts that this happened, and we'll see, but let's go over it. A friend of U.S. actress Amber Heard told London's High Court on Friday that a lawyer for Hollywood star Johnny Depp has pressured her to saying unfavorable things about the actress. Depp, 57, is suing the publisher Britain's Sun, as you know, for some stuff that's happened. The paper argues its story is true, and the court has been told Heard, 34, accuses her ex-husband of some things. So, interior designer Laura Devenir has given a declaration to a U.S. court in which she said she did not see anything happen to Heard in the days that she alleges Depp through a phone which struck her. Asked by the Sun's lawyer if she had come under any enormous pressure to make the declaration, she answered correct. So I don't know how far that's going to go. Today's hearing has ended. It is over. I've been following people that are there when they go, so I try to line up things that come out today and give you today's news, not yesterday's news. So as far as I know, that's where this stands right now. We don't know if this is going to have any repercussions. This is one to watch because usually you're not supposed to do that. You can get in a lot of trouble. So hopefully they ask her to provide some receipts, and we'll see what happens because it is Heard's friend. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it. We'll have some more of this on Monday as the trial continues, and I will keep you up to date as things happen. That's it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What do you think about Elon and Amber hooking up? What do you think about this revelation? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you would, drop a comment. Also, like I was saying, that's important. Throw a like up. Share the video. Those are very important things as well. Really helps these videos out because YouTube seems to hate this content, I'm telling you. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. I hope today is the day I get your subscription. Also, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.